Hey everybody, I'm Daryl from Blue Acres, and thanks so much for hanging out with me here tonight. I'm going to play a few tunes. This one's for Lindsay. You hold my hand as I walk you home, past the bandstand where the drunk singers are playing for no one. You might be everything to me. You might be everything to me. The ocean sleeps in the harbor at night. You said the sea loves us when we visit her. You said no one else would understand her, and you might be everything to me. And all along you were the one who let me know that I belong in my own skin. You sang your joy as I unlocked my own. We tried to make massaman curry. We made something else instead. And you might be everything to me. You might be everything to me. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of a newer one. I guess I wrote that about a year ago or so. I wrote that for Lindsay, and yeah, it's really it's a really personal one. So I don't know. There's something in there about our cooking. Massaman curry is something that it's one of my favorite foods, but I don't know how to cook it. So I was on a mission for a while to try to learn. So if anybody has any great recipes, that would be awesome. Or better yet, if you can cook me some. No, but also one of the things that I really love about Lindsay too is like just this sense of wonder, and that we really share. And I don't know, that verse about the ocean. I don't know. We got to do that again soon, eh? Go out to the ocean in the middle of the night and just visit the ocean, eh? I think we got to do that. The ocean sleeps in the harbor at night. And this is something that you actually say. It's like you said, the sea loves us when we visit her, and that nobody else would understand her. Isn't that? That's the kind of thing. Just this personification of the natural world and how beautiful it is. Well, it's great. I can't really see you, so I'm just kind of singing to my computer here and to my phone over here. I see Cats over here, and Daryl Curry. Thanks so much. I don't know. I do have a chat somewhere around here. So if you do see something. Simon Curry. Oh. Lindsay. The closed captioning translated my Masaman Curry into Simon Curry. Now that's fabulous. That makes me think I need to write another song called Simon Curry, I think. Yes. Well, you know what? It's been a week. For me it has been actually it's been enough of maybe 2 weeks. Because I missed last week with the live stream, so I was busy doing other stuff. Listen, I would have rather be doing this probably, but no, it's funny. We were getting a house ready to sell. I was working on selling an old house that I used to live in, and so that was really intense. And a lot of memories and stuff like that, and there's lots of beautiful memories that go with the place, and then there's also a lot of challenging stuff, so yeah. Anyway. I don't know, how about you out there? Do you feel that way when you're I don't know, one of my neighbors out there, there's some beautiful people who are helping me out, my neighbors, and someone said it's the end of an era, and it does it feel like that sometimes for you, and if you make a move or a change, that's sometimes it can be super healthy to have an end of an era, you know what I mean, and make some changes like that. Doesn't take away from what that era was, but or the lessons you learned or whatever. But it's good to be in a different era. All right, here's a Bob Dylan tune. Say every man needs protection. They say every man must fall. Yet I swear that I see my reflection someplace so high above the wall. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, I shall be released. Down here next to me in this lonely crowd is a man who swears he's not to blame. And all day long I hear him cry so loud, calling out he's been framed. And I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, I shall be released. They say everything can be replaced. They say every distance is not near. So I remember every face of everyone who put me here. And I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. And I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Here we go. Little Bob Dylan tune for you. Enos, howdy, stranger. Good to see you. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. So what I have is over here, I have a few different streaming services going on in this view. And then I've got Instagram over here. So, listen, I love you all equally. I apologize that I have to kind of... What I'm doing is just going to close my eyes and not look at anyone. So, how's everything out in where you are, Enos? You guys doing okay? I think what happened there was that he started talking like a cowboy. Howdy, stranger, he said. So... Well, I'm going to play a tune here. Oh, it's a beautiful sunny day there in Toronto. That's good. Yeah, it was pretty sunny here today as well, so it was really nice. People are saying, you know, don't be fooled by Fool's Spring or whatever they're calling it now, when it's almost spring, but there's still a couple snowstorms in store, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure if my sound's clipping or whatever, but I'm not going to turn it down. I'm just kidding. All right, this is a tune I'm going to play now. It's called Empty Hearts by Josh Ritter. Josh Ritter was one of my favorite singer-songwriters. I guess he still is. I shouldn't say he was, but he, yeah. And his music kind of really spoke to me for a long time. And I don't know, I just found this tune. I used to play a few of his tunes, but I found this one. And it's... I don't know. There's something about the 1 year thing about this COVID, eh? Like there's, I don't know. I remember this song during that time. It's kind of like actually I saw Josh Ritter here in Halifax at St. Matthew's Church, where they have a lot of shows, or they used to, and yeah, it was an acoustic show. I remember it was his birthday, Josh Ritter's birthday. He came out on stage, and people, I didn't know. I was a big fan, but I didn't know it was his birthday. I'm not that big of a fan. Anyway, he came out on stage, and people started singing Happy Birthday, and he was so surprised. This guy on stage is super joyful, and he's got the biggest smile, and even when he's singing, like the you know, his songs are really kind of small books and stories, you know what I mean? But he anyway, he came out, people started singing Happy Birthday, and he just kind of got so excited and touched by it that he like he kind of fell over on the stage and sort of like wiggled around his back for a while. It was really weird. It was funny. It was great. Anyway, for this tune, the chorus goes, "Don't let me into this year with an empty heart," and that he used to get people like for the chorus sing along part. This is if you're a singer songwriter, you want to write a song where you can build in audience participation, make people feel like they're a part of the deal, which they are. Anyway, and so he would get people so we were in St. Matt's Church, and he would get people to sing this part to one another, kind of thing, like the different sections, almost like a church service, like, hey, let's sing it up to the people in the left part of the balcony. Don't let me into this year with an empty heart, and then we're singing it to these people over here too. So anyway, that's this too. So save all of your light for those who can't sleep at night, and you can't even sing to their shadows, and they ride into town and they throw the shots down, and they save the last round for the windows, singing, don't let me into this year with an empty heart, with an empty heart. Don't let me into this year with an empty heart. I'm inside with my friends. We build fires and pretend that this night could just bend on forever, while outside in the frost are the wolves and the lost, and we sing to the dogs or whoever, singing, don't let me into this year with an empty heart, with an empty heart. Don't let me into this year with an empty heart. Don't let me into this year with an empty heart, with an empty heart. Don't let me into this year with an empty heart. Time for us to sing this to one another in the balconies of whatever church you're into, whether that's St. Matt's Church or the Church of Netflix or the Church of Simon Curry or the Church of the Ocean. Singing, don't let me into this year with an empty heart, with an empty heart. Don't let me into this year with an empty heart. Singing, don't let me into this year with an empty heart, with an empty heart. Don't let me into this year with an empty heart. Don't let me into this year with an empty heart, with an empty heart. Don't let me into this year with an empty heart. There's a friend that I have, and for her I'll go back. You see all of these empties that I'm holding, they're too much for a man. Empty arms, empty hands, but they'll know me by the sound of my hoping. Singing, don't let me Enos, you're correct. The Blue Acres Chapel. That's, oh man. You know, whatever happened to those days when every artist would put out a gospel record as well as a, you know, rock album, and then they would put out they would put out a record of, you know what I mean? It was just kind of a thing. Everybody would sing each other's songs. I mean, it's all business. I'm not saying they were all buddies or whatever, but you know. Hey, Joseph, it's good to see you. It has been a million years. Wow, thanks so much. It's really nice to. I can't see your face or hear your voice, but I can. I'm thinking about you, and thanks so much for the comment there and for tuning in. Wow. And I see Kristen is over here too. Hey, thanks so much for joining in. It's a weird thing. I'm talking to people here. I'm talking to people over there. Anyway, who knows? Who knows? Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Blue Acres Chapel. I think that's going to be my gospel record. Play a bunch of country gospel tunes. Is that Lindsay made a comment here about Frank Sinatra's community service mandated children's album. Now, I think that's a lovely joke, and but I also don't know. Maybe that's true. That's fabulous. Oh man, I could probably play some country gospel for people. It's true. So that children's album by Frank Sinatra he had to do that because it was a mandated community service thing? Wow. That is amazing. Well, this isn't a gospel tune at all, but it makes me think of country. When you said country gospel, I'm going to play this one here for you. I don't know why. I don't know who else likes this one, but I like this one. The judge said so. I used to work at a seniors building as a music therapist, and for a lot of years. And I don't know, I learned a ton of tunes there. You know, among other things, I learned a lot about life as well. It's like, you know, what's that? Learned a lot about life, a lot about living, and a little about love. No, just joking. Anyway, this song I learned there, and it's one that I really liked to play all the time. Well, I was waltzing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see introduced him to my loved one, and while they were dancing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me. Now I remember the night and the Tennessee waltz, and I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing that beautiful Tennessee waltz. Yes, I remember the night and the Tennessee waltz, when an old friend I happened to see. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing that beautiful Tennessee waltz. Sarah Porter, that's not your favorite song, is it? That's so great. I love that song. But I was just playing around, and then I see you hopped on there. I'm like, I gotta get serious and play a serious tune. But what a song, though, eh? Like, he's dancing. Well, whoever the narrator is, they, them are dancing with their darling, and then out of nowhere, well, an old friend comes up and says, "Hey, do you mind if I cut in?" And he says, "Sure." And then they run off together. Oh my gosh. And it's the very song that he's singing that they fell in love to. Oh my gosh. What, it's a metaphysical, strange thing. That's good. That's fine. Well, listen, there's no risk of this one becoming too serious, Sarah. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping in, though. I really appreciate that. That's right. Enos, my buddy Enos Choi says, moral of that story, make better friends. Totally true. All right. I'm going to try a tune now. This is kind of another newer one that I'm not sure if it's quite done yet, but we'll see. Put on my coat and walk down Barrington Street. The city bus drowns out the sound of my thoughts. Blowing through the stone facade. Not quite home, my life is in between. My old friends, please don't feel sad for me. I haven't seen you since I moved downtown. Graveyard statues in a certain light cast shadows for my steps to fall upon. And I don't mind the loneliness. It's better than it was when I was unloved and blamed for it. And now I'm moving on. Moving on. Yeah. Tuesday night, we gather at the bar. Garrett plays a low-tuned Fender blues. A new communion with 4 got to live with what you choose. I don't mind the loneliness, it's better than it was. I was unloved and blamed for it. Now I'm moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Put on my coat and I walk down Barrington Street. Very good. I have to clap for myself because I'm the only one around. It's such a weird feeling doing this, doing these live streams, but in another way, it's really lovely because there's people who are tuning in from places that are different from where I'm at right now. So that's really cool. So I want to say hi to folks over here on the Instagram. Thank you. And then over here on whatever services you're on, Facebook, I guess. And I'm using a thing called Restream, which allows the stream to go to a bunch of places: Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. So we aim to please over here at Blue Acres. Thanks, Bill. Bill says that everything's sounding great, which I like to hear. If you want to say the same thing, anyone else, you can say that too. And how Barrington Street, the song, is coming along. Thanks so much, Bill. Yeah. I think Bill was one of the first people who I played that song for, and we were chatting about it. And Bill's written some songs about... Listen, how many songs are there about Halifax and different streets here? And Bill's got a song called Circling the Perimeter of Town that we were kind of writing at the same time. It's about like this feeling of like walking around the city streets and various kind of symbolism or various things that are going through your mind or your emotions when you're doing that. Bill, did you just put that song out on a Bandcamp thing? Anyway, plug it in the comments there. If you got a new record out, you gotta plug it in there, buddy. Speaking of which, we have Sarah, I was listening to you when we were chatting. There's a few other things I need to do as well. Keep moving on, but I do have a PayPal link up here. I have it in the comments. It's paypal.me/BlueAcresBand if you want to send a little donation or tip jar kind of thing. paypal.me/BlueAcresBand. So yeah, and all of the social media stuff is at Blue Acres Band. So I think Twitch is that as well, but Instagram and Facebook and all that is, and TikTok, by the way. Believe it and achieve it. All right. Well, last week I didn't get to do a live stream, but I went to the Hop Yard open mic that Noah Tai hosts here. It's fabulous in Halifax. It's a good crew over there. It's on Monday nights. And this time around, my parents were in town, which was great. So, so I got to go to the open mic with my dad. And my dad likes Johnny Cash, so I'm going to play, or I did play there for that, Ring of Fire. Because again, in my music therapy job, I had to learn that song. It's really the only Johnny Cash song I remember how to play. And now listen, I'm supposed to undersell and overdeliver. By saying I remember it, I hope I remember it. Love is a burn. I'm gonna find a better key for that. I think we're. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring, bound with wild desires. I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. It went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. It went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. It went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. There you go. Now I think I could. Do you think that I could chop that out and put it on the Nova Scotia Ultimate Kitchen Party page? I think it might go over well there if I sing Johnny Cash tune. And okay, so yeah, I was thinking about my dad for a song like that. And tomorrow's my mom's birthday, so I want to say, I don't know if they're watching or not, because they don't have good internet there. That's the excuse anyway. Anyway, happy birthday, Mom. And listen, I don't know what song to play for you, but in classic fashion for myself, I suppose I will play my new song that's out there. It's called Ember, and I'll tell you the connection. So, the photograph that I used for the album artwork is a picture that my mom took when I was a kid. So it's kind of, it's manipulated and blurred out and stuff like that. But it was this long. I grew up in Pictou County, and we grew up on a lake out there. So this is like a winter picture of like that my mom took from pretty far back of a lot of people on the lake. Me and a few friends, I guess. Probably my brother and me and a couple of my buddies. And actually, I think I saw Brandon over here. Brandon, it might have been Brandon on the lake with us back then. We grew up together. Hey, I don't know if you're still around on here, but I think I saw your name fly by. Thanks so much. And Brandon's taking awesome photos these days too. At Frames East Photography over there. So anyway, back to this picture. This is one that my mom took when we were kids out on the lake, and I was looking for a picture that would work for the album art, and so she found that and sent it along. So that was great. So Yeah, so this one is called Ember, and this is my kind of latest Blue Acres song that's out there. It's on streaming things, it's on Bandcamp, and if you find it on any of those services, if you click whatever button that service has, that helps me a lot. You know, you could click a heart button, you could click a like button, you can click a buy this song button, you can click a add this to a playlist button, you can click a share this to your friends button. All those things are really lovely. So it begins, our season of darkening, the daylight, a closing door, narrowing. Our leaves are gone, names we no longer need, clothing that covered up our sacredness. There is a seed resting inside your bones. You may not have noticed it before now. An ember of warmth you're carrying always. Pull your legs up to your chest to keep out the cold. You're all so sweet, saying nice things there while I'm playing this tune. Thanks so much. It's really kind. Hey, Leona. And Rob. It's good to see you. Thanks so much. And thanks so much, Sarah. That's super kind. Glenn Hansard. Glenn Hansard is a fabulous singer-songwriter. And he's got all that... I don't know, there's some people who have this magic quality. He's one of them. You know, I think of Damien Rice as well in that category. Nathaniel Rateliff. And there's so many more. But, like, I don't know, where the dynamic is, like, I don't know, such a magic thing. Where they're, like, fragile, vulnerable moments. And then the powerful... like yelly moments are there too. So that means a lot. Thanks so much. And Enos is playing along on piano. That's amazing. I wish you were here playing along the piano. Oh, this is exciting news. Okay, so Lindsay and I are moving at the end of the month. We need a bigger space because my kids are there part time, and my kids are getting bigger. I'm getting a little bigger too, but we'll not talk about that. But anyway, no, my kids are getting bigger. They're growing up, teenagers, and they're with us some of the time. And we were in a 2-bedroom for a long time there, and so big news is that we found a new spot, and it's not very far away. We're moving on to, I don't know, do I say on the internet? Probably shouldn't say. But we're moving a few streets away. And anyway, it's going to be more room. And then speaking about playing piano, this is what made me think of it, Enos, was that we were just sitting around thinking about, like, it's been such a stressful week getting a few other things done that I had to get done, but it just kind of came to each of us. We have these things sometimes, don't we, Lindsay, where it's like you have this idea and I have the idea, and then one of us mentions it and it's like, oh, I was thinking the same thing. And so big reveal, we're planning to get a piano. So if you know about who is giving, all these people are getting rid of pianos for free or for really cheap. That's what I'm looking for. That's my price range, free or really cheap, but it's got to be good. So if you have tips on that, or if you're in this Halifax area and you know of one that's like a really good piano that's free or really cheap, we're looking for one, and that's super exciting. Super exciting. Yay, exactly right. Anyway, even more exciting would be when this COVID thing is a little better. then we can all get together and play. That's the thing. Come over to the new place, play some tunes. Enos Joy, you're gonna have to come over here from Ontario and play some piano. And Sarah, you're gonna have to play the fiddle. I didn't know you played fiddle, but we got to get you on that tune, Tennessee Waltz. And you're saying there's a pipe organ up for grabs in Dartmouth, Lindsay? We need a pipe organ from Dartmouth. Let's get one. And Enos is requesting that I stop picking keys like E flat and B, because I guess I don't know why. And that's true, Leona. We're looking at Facebook Marketplace as well. Yep. But it's an exciting time. Piano. Lindsay said yes, pipe organ in all caps. So oh really? I guess this pipe organ has been all over social media in the music industry. Somebody's gonna want this pipe organ. Our friend Rebecca plays pipe organ. She's got to get that. She's got to build a house around that pipe organ. That's what we have to do. Listen, Enos, it's only the sharps and flats. Nothing to worry about. I think this one's in D, so it's only got a couple of those sharps, I think. Think of me where there is no sound, no feet falling or touching down over the ground. I will return to your arms. Think of me with oxygen skin. Every breath you're breathing it in, into your lungs. I will return to your arms. I will return with a gold leaf in my hand. I will return with a river, mend and break, love and yearn, give and take, always return to you. Think of me where the glory breaks and the earth gives back all the ones it takes. Wait for the dawn, I will return to your arms. And think of me as poured out wine from holy water and dandelions soaked in the soil. I will return to your arms. I will return with those questions you kept hid. I will return with a season, mend and break, love and yearn, give and take, always return to Hey, Allison. That sounds like a great idea. Listen while you make jewelry. That's fabulous. There's so many talented people around here doing all their things. I don't know, we were watching Vines last night. I don't know if I should talk about this or not, but my kids got us into that stuff, and then I blame it on them. But anyway, my voice did a weird quiver thing in that song, and then I almost started laughing because one of the I don't know, one of the vines was like this kid trying to you probably all know it, but anyway, it was a kid trying to be like, basically like, whenever there's haters or whatever, I just like, find my find my strength and tell them like to back off or something. But then she like sang this thing, and it was like really quivery. It was like I can't even do it. But anyway, it made me laugh when my voice did that in that song. Thanks so much, Sarah. I know you've got to go. I really appreciate it. That's really, really awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us. Anyway, that's the kind of thing that goes on in my brain while I'm playing a song sometimes. I don't know if I should let you know about that. The back roads of my mind. Well, you know what? I've got enough time for maybe one more tune or something like that. Oh my gosh. I use the papers because that's just how I roll. Vine's considered retro. Absolutely, they're considered retro now. Thanks for pointing that out. A Vine. Absolutely, they're like way retro, I think. Listen, I still remember, I still reference like Tay Day, Chocolate Rain, and stuff like that. Those are like original YouTube things. All right. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna play this other one. Excuse me. I've already showed you that I use papers, so I'm just gonna like hop out of the frame for a minute and find this other paper of a song. I probably don't need it, but I'm gonna end with this one because we're talking about vines and about how how somebody should find that vine and post it in there so that you know that I'm not just silly and bonkers. Here, I'm still here. Oh, there we go. Are you okay? Everyone doing all right? All right, this one is. I don't think I wrote this one. No, I wrote this before COVID, but it has new significance now. I think I'll finish with this one. It's about having too much time in your hands. It's called Time on My Hands, but it's actually about being happy that you have time on your hands. But in any case, here it goes. I've got time on my hands, and I got no one to take it from me. No troubles, no worries, only time on my hands. I'll just sit and read my own mind and have a conversation with myself. I don't need manipulation. I'll just take that book down off the shelf. And since you've gone, I have become my favorite company. I got time on my hands, and I've got no one to take it from me. No troubles, no worries, only time on my hands. You can take your expectations and take your friends with you as well. I don't need manipulations. I'd rather live in my own hell. Since you've gone, I have become my favorite company. I got time on my hands, and I've got no one to take it from me. No troubles, no worries, only time on my hands. No troubles, no worries, only time on my hands. Well, listen, I really appreciate you sticking around, coming along, saying hello, listening to a few things, writing a few comments. It's really strange, but it's also super lovely to be able to connect and to feel like people are here, even though I'm alone in this room playing some tunes. So yeah, it's really great though because then we get and I see some cross conversations there with uh, some friends, all of our friends here, just saying a few things. So it's really great. And Lindsay, thanks so much. She found that vine and put it in there, so you can go check it out. Listen, this kid is awesome, and this kid is saying, listen, I forget what they say. You can watch it, but then she's just like, and it's this really quivery voice thing, and I feel bad for laughing, but it's fabulous, and you watch it and you'll know what I mean. But no cyberbullying. Like I think that kid is awesome for doing their thing, and um, thanks for being patient with my little voice quivers going on there too. Yeah, Enos is saying, yeah, I am hanging out with all my best friends in this here room. It's true. I got I got Ang here with me. It's my buddy Ang from Avatar. Um, that's my friend. I think. I don't know. He's been giving me that dirty look all day though. It's kind of, I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much, everybody. And I'm gonna try to do this next Wednesday too. I'm not sure about next Wednesday. Yeah, things are going really busy. I guess I've said that about moving into new places and stuff. So I'm not going to promise next week, but definitely after the move, I'll get back into doing the Wednesday thing, and hopefully some show the Care Bears. We got Care Bears here. I'm on a mission. I think there are Care Bears in this room somewhere. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Hopefully now in Halifax anyway, or in Nova Scotia, there's some live music things opening up again. Although everyone is like already got all their shows booked and booking shows, and I need help booking shows. I'm not like great at that yet. So if you have ideas, or if you want to put a show together, let me know. Okay, sorry for my standing up and everything on camera. I'm lucky that I'm wearing pants this time. But, the people ask and you got to deliver. Here's the Care Bears. Yes. I don't know. Which is your favorite of these? Do you remember any of their names? I think Lionheart or something, but he's not there. I don't know. Yes. Care Bear box on the shelf. Yeah, no, Lindsay's got all the cool stuff. Oh, we were packing a few things away because we're smart like that, getting ready, packing things. And I found Lindsay's got some She-Ra DVDs, like the original cartoons. I mean, the new Netflix one is really good. You should watch that too. But these were the originals, and they were friggin' awesome. She even has the She-Ra and He-Man Christmas one. Sporty Spice, Baby Spice. Yeah, those are all the Care Bear names, for sure. Yeah, exactly. You got it. JTT, all of them. Mbop. All right, thanks so much. On that note, I think I'm going to sign off. But listen, I really appreciate it. And Sneezy, Dopey, all the good Care Bears. Well, that's another thing I should say about it's my mom's birthday tomorrow. And talking about Care Bears, she made, when we were kids, my mom made, actually, who am I kidding? It was last year. No, when we were kids, she made these Care Bears for me and my brother. She made a blue one for my brother, and a red one for me. And I don't know why I'm doing this, but that's how big they were. Like seriously, she made them, and they were really beautiful. I remember when I was a kid, I had to get my tonsils out, and that's the teddy bear that I brought with me to the hospital, and they put a surgical gown on that bear as well. Or why did I do that? Like the hairnet thing. Yeah. So anyway, happy birthday to my mom, and happy Care Bear Day to the rest of us. Okay, thanks so much, everybody. I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you.